Alright, so we've looked at adding fractions with unlike denominators. Now we're going to look at subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Step 1, I'm going to write it down. We're going to do 2/3 minus 1/6. So first thing you have to do anytime you see that you are adding or subtracting a fraction is check the denominators. If they are not the same, you cannot subtract them. So again, we're going to do this using an EFT, equivalent fraction table. So I write them both below, and I'm going to stretch them out with a table. Usually remember about 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count by multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Same thing down here. Multiples of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18, 24. Alright, so now we're going to check the denominators and find one that's common in both. I see 4/6 and 1/6. I also see 8/12 and 2/12. Anytime you have more than one option, always pick the smaller option. Otherwise, you're going to have to simplify more at the end. Alright, so I'm going to use 4/6 and 1/6. I'm going to take my 2/3 and I'm going to write it as 4/6. Computer's acting crazy. 4/6. I'm going to take my 1/6 and it's going to stay the same. Minus 1/6 equals. So I'm going to subtract the numerators. 4 minus 1 is 3. 6. It's a 6 as a denominator, a 6 as a denominator, so the denominator is 6. They stay the same. Now this fraction can be simplified. You might see that 3 is half of 6, so this is actually the same as 1/2. So 2/3 minus 1/6 equals 3/6 and 1/2, and these are the exact same fraction. Alright, we're going to do one more. Get those out of the way. We're going to do 3/4 minus 1/3. Alright, step 1. Write the fractions below since the denominators are not the same. Stretch them out with an EFT. This is super easy. You just need to do it. Alright, so I'm going to count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12. Multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16. Multiples of 1, 2, 3, 4, and count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12. Alright, so remember we're checking the bottom number. I am not even thinking about the numerators, only the denominators. So there's not a 4 in the bottom, there's not an 8 in the bottom, there is a 12 in the bottom. And by bottom I mean the bottom fraction. So 9/12 and 4/12. So I'm going to come up here, instead of 3/4, right, I'm going to write 9/12. Instead of 1/3, I'm going to write 4/12. Remember, you're not really changing anything, you're just doing a different version of the same fraction. They are equivalent. Equals. So, numerator minus numerator. 9 minus 4 is 5. 12 denominator, 12 denominator, 12 denominator. So 3/4 minus 1/3 equals 5/12.